but I know this much. He's given every one of us a black eye. After he's worked it down over, the next salesman to come through gets automatically tarred and feathered and rode up to the city limits on a rail.
Why should he get rode down on the rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and instruction books and uniforms, he has to guarantee to form them kids into a band with himself as the leader.
So let's be around and you catch up with that fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Hill wouldn't try to sell to them neck-bowed Hawkeyes out there.
More!
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I caught your name.
I don't believe that I dropped it. I'm interested in a rig for Sunday if you could accommodate me.
Well, I expect you don't know me. The man in charge of hiring rig. Who's wait at?
Hey, Gregory!
Marcellus!
You old son of a gun. What in the... Shh! Greg!
The name's Professor Harold Hill.
But Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know I was myself. Besides, how would I know you'd end up a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when you were in business with me.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got myself a nice comfortable girl. Ethel Toffelmeyer, boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? I should have known you'd come to no good.
So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Someone actually invented one.
No.
Now give me the lowdown here, Mars.
You'll never get anywhere with the band business with these stubborn Iowans, Greg. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher who will expose you before you get your grip unpacked.
Music teacher? Male or female?
Music teacher? She's the librarian. Email.
Perfect. That's just what I wanted to hear. If you see her, point her out to me.
I will. So how are you going to start the new pitch?
Same old way. Keep that music teacher of yours off balance and get your town out of serious trouble it's in.
River City's in any trouble?
Now I have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a boys' band. What's new around here? What can I use?
The billiards parlor just got a new pool table.
Ain't there a pool here before?
Nope, only billiards.
That will do. Either you are closing your eyes to a situation you dare not acknowledge, or you are unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friends. Right here said trouble right here in the city. Well, sure, remember living for 9 crowds saying, when 9 crowds say it, I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my head are golden. Try to have a big horse set, and a cool head and a keen eye. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets at the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum, with a capital B that rhymes and P that stands for pool. Now, I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm going to be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while loafing around that hall? I'll be trying out Kubo, trying out Cubettes, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette fiends, and bragging all about how they're going to cover up a telltale breath with a sense and walk by night. They'll leave the pool hall, head for the dance at the Armory, and Liberty Man, and Scarlet Women, and ragtime. Shameless music that'll drag your son and your daughter in the arms of the dimple animal instinct. Mass hysteria. Friends, the idle brains, the devil's playground, trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
Capital T that rhymes with P that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
Surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
We gotta find a way to keep the young ones moral laughters.
Our children gonna have trouble.
Mothers of River City. Heed that warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell and social man. If so, my friends, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble. Right here in the city. That stands for pool. We surely got trouble. Right here.
Did you drop your... Did I meet you at... I'll only be in town a short while.
Hello, dears. Sam. Oh, who? Did he say anything? Did you say anything? Of course. All right, let's start your exercise. If you don't mind me saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you to find out what the general wanted. What, dear? Excuse me for living, but I never run it. There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Proving River City's cultural level, I can't help my concern that the ladies of River City ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman's got a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can call that a chase, they're no matter how agree.
Now, Mom, if you don't mind my saying, so you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
No, I haven't changed a shabby. I was talking about the stranger with the stupid to make your very last chance.
Now, Mama, do you think that I allow a condition? Now, really, Mama, I am a That's the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have a...
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Is that a way to walk into the house? Hello. That won't do it all. I'll have a hug for my boy. That lady over there is your sister, young man. Hello, Winthrop. Winthrop, where's your manners? I'm having a party on Saturday, and I'd especially like it if you'd come. Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked to her party. Are you going or aren't you? No. No what? No, thank you. Now you know the little girl's name. He won't say Amaryllis because he asked because of his list. He's ashamed. We all know about his list, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop, Benny won't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. Amaryllis, Amaryllis. Why does he get so mad at people? Just because he lists?
It's not only because he lists, that's just part of it.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear, it's just he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear, we all have to be a little patient.
But I'm patient. I even say goodnight to him every night on the Evening Star. You gotta do it the very first second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
There, dear, you have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you.
For the time being, you can say goodnight by someone. And when the right someone comes along, you will put his name in place of it.
All right, I guess it's better than nothing.
Yes, dear, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I make them my crosshand piece.
I'm sure we're all grateful to my wife, you lately, that kept me shiftily singing. As mayor of River City, I welcome you, River City citizen, to the annual 4th of July exercises set up here in the Madison Gymnasium and count the weather. 4 score. Oh. The members of the school board will now present patriotic tableau. Oh, the members of the school board will not present patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the Watangi girls of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present a spectacle of my wife. In which my wife, Lady McKechnie will take lead part.
Tommy Gillis. Of course, Tommy Gillis.
Tommy Gillis, I want to even buy one of you.
Mrs. Shin. Well recovered. The Payne's fireworks spectacle of the last days of Pompeii will take place at the rain stops by 9:30.
How could it be raining? Didn't the Gazette pretty fair? Sure did, Mark. That's why we're all prepared for a storm.
The city's definitely the most concerned. You know that, Jason.
You wouldn't laugh too long in a bag of this being inaccurate most of the time.
What do you remember that school board's not bigger than public?
All I said was...
Never mind!
We heard there's a pool table in town.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now just a minute.
Is it a pool table or isn't it?
Will you allow me to get on with these exercises?
We don't want any more exercises till we get this pool table matter settled.
Let's protect our children. Resist sin and corruption. Let's spring that down and keep our young boys pure. May I have your attention, please? Attention, please. Are you dealing with this trouble, friends? With the way my hand is very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the City Boys Band. Hoorah! Oh, think, my friends, I made pool table hosting me the gold trombone. Rah, 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 rah. Where my friends want to have full trombones to the famous table walls of Jericho. Over their parlor walls come tumbling down. Oh, a band will do, my friends. Oh, yes, having a boys band. Did you hear me? Said, but she's got to have a boys band. I mean, she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill was on hand. She's got to have a boys band. Serves Lord Band Lily and apples, and that band's really beautiful. Johnny, Billy, Ted, Fred. And you'll hear the whir of crashing cymbals. And you'll hear the thunder of rolling drums and the shimmer of trumpets. Come, ta-da! And you'll feel something that can let you thrill Iowa to joy. When Gilmore, The Rock, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Phillips all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 strong folks led the parade with 110 cornets closing. They are followed by rows and rows of fine virtuosos of every famous band. 76 strong folks called the song with 110 cornets right. There were more than 1,000 written off like weeds. There were more of every shape and kind. There were copper bottoms, timpani, and horse balloons, thundering all along the way. Double bell, euphoniums, and big bassoons. Big fat saints, 50 rounds of cannon in the battery. Thundering louder than clarinets of every size and dromedars who'd improvise a full octave higher than the snow.
gang does.
Let me go, Diesel Pete's!
A wild kid got taken out me to my old squirrel last Sunday.
We wasn't tagging Diesel Pete's.
Now don't you contradict me.
We was just walking together, Diesel Pete's.
You watch your phraseology. I know you was doing last Sunday, my little Gracie senior. Now you stay away from my old squirrel still, or else you'll hear from till who laid the rails. Hill, I'll talk to you Monday morning about this band thing in City Hall. 10 o'clock sharp. Man, I want that man's credentials.
The constable, I'll be responsible for the board.
No, you don't know this kid. He's tough and he's got his gang laying outside.
The constable needs to know how to break up a gang. Young lady, what's your name?
Zanita, I had no idea he was beckoning me. Yes.
Do you know Tommy Gillis?
Well,
Tommy, escort the young lady home by the way the candy kitchen.
Do I have to, Professor?
Oh, you have to.
Okay.
Cats.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow, though you made some mistakes.
And what were they?
The mayor happened to own the village parlor and the new pool table.
What was my other mistake?
That's Anita, his oldest girl.
Just a minute, Professor. We need your credentials. Where are the school board? Academic certificates.
None of the kind.
We need letters and papers. We can put them on.
What am I hearing? Say ice cream.
Ice cream. I don't sing on man. That's what you
Okay then, talk. Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
Now you.
Ice cream!
Ice cream. Ladies, from now on you'll never see one of these men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream. How can you be
Any citizen
are
sincerely in
I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No,
I got some wonderful caramels at the hotel up here.
Mr. Hill.
Oh, no, please. Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college do they give a degree for annoying women on the street like a Saturday night rowdy or public dance hall?
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Here in Indiana, gold medal class in all 5.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some people in this town, and I think it is only fair to warn you that I have a shop full of reference books, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
But Professor, oh God, simply God. On the TV. Everyone's so excited about the band.
I'm Ethel Toffmeyer, and this is Mrs. Squires and Mrs. Hicks. And of course you know you dance McKechnie Shin. Our mayor's wife. Isn't it exciting, Larry?
Oh, I couldn't say. Oh no, I couldn't say at this time. My husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure, and naturally I'm reticent. Oh yes, I'm reticent.
Why, of course, Mrs. Shin, I understand. You see, part of my music plans include committee on the dancing. I'll do that again, Mrs. Shin. Your foot, the way you raised it just now.
Oh, well, I have a bunion there, that bothers me.
Oh, what grace. What natural flow rhythm. What expression of line and movement. Oh, Mrs. Shin, you must accept the chairmanship for the ladies auxiliary of the classic dance, mustn't she, ladies?
Really must.
Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, bespeaks Delsart. Will you say yes, Mrs. Shin?
You lay on your McKechnie Shin. Well, that is dancing. Well,
Then you accept.
yes indeed. and I would like to say...
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Shin. Now for the young lady who teaches the piano. Marion Peru, I believe. After all, she is librarian.
Piccolo, taco, chip, 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 piccolo, piccolo, taco, chip, 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 piccolo, piccolo, taco, chip, 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 piccolo, piccolo, taco, chip, 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 chip.
Professor, her cousin does the over committee. Of course, I should tell you this, but she advocates dirty books.
Dirty books?
Chaucer.
We're Adelaide.
Balzac.
And the worst thing, of course, I should tell you this, but...
I'll tell. Man lives on my street, let me tell.
Stop, I'll tell her. She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town till we came here. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison, Madison Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital, that Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who do you think he was, anyway?
Well, I should say, the show-off. He gave the town the library too, didn't he?
Well, that's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her.
She was seen going and coming from his place.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That woman is brazen overtures. The guilty guarantee. Should have gold flint in her eye and silver voice with counterfeit grit. Just mount her down in the overfield above the legs, cold as steel here. Torch me. East River City, the library built it, but he left all the books to her. Chaucer, Adelaide, Balzac.
Of course, gentlemen. I reckon you need a hotel. Good night, ladies. Good night, Did you realize that you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
Well, what I'm saying is, if your boy has that same firm chin, those splendid cheek muscles, well, why, George? Well, not that he could ever be great, of course.
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, all the very great cornet players were Irish. O'Clark, O'Mendez, O'Klein.
But Professor, we're Irish.
Or Mendes.
No, really? That clinches it. Sign here, Mrs. Peru. Your boy is born to play the cornet. And there won't be a penny due until the opening of band practice. And of course, he'll need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Well, hello, son.
Would I have,
A stripe. A bright red stripe right down the middle. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winter, Professor. We can get him to say 3 words a day, even to us. And if you could get him to play in a band well, that would be a miracle. Where are you from, Professor?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Yes, gold medal class of all 5. Well, hello, Miss Peru.
Mr. Hill,
He wants to put Winthrop in the bands.
do you burst in on everyone's home like this?
Marion.
We're not interested.
Well, why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
I do hope you'll excuse Marion, Professor. She's not really.
Please, deep down, I'm sure she's as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, Mrs. Peru.
Good day to you, Professor. Marion Peru.
Has he gone?
I hope not forever, darling. Don't you ever think of your future? Gary, Indiana Conservatory, class of 5. Now, really, darling.
Now, Mama, the fact that he claims his commodity is music, in this particular case, does not impress me.
All right, darling. All right. It's a well-known principle that if you keep flint in one drawer and steel in the other, you won't strike much of a fire.
Mom! Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Grove to give you the book I set aside. It's a large round volume with black corners.
Do I have to?
You won't have to talk to anyone, I've written it all down.
Now what are you up to? Why do you need books at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling the Indiana State Journal will help me poke some very large holes in the professor's claims.
Didn't I say you lately?
Yes, Tony's Papa!
Didn't I say get that spellbinder your Harold Hill's credentials? I said one at July 4th, 1912.
Yes, George, but
Right, nothing. Our whole town turned upside down. The school board is sitting up street and down alleys, turning city matters.
Mayor Shin, I found something very interesting in this book about the professor's alma mater,
It's who?
his university.
Oh, I know all about that. In fact, that's all you can get out of it. Gary Conservatory, class of all 5.
If you'll just take some time to read it, you won't have to look much further. It's on the...
Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon has just come out from the depot.
Wells Fargo wagon?
It could be the band instrument.
The band instrument? I want that band's credentials.
There you are, Ventura.
My cornet. Gee, thanks, Professor.
Now then, you will each receive individual instruction in due course. But in the meantime, stay off the streets, pay attention to your instruments, and think about the minuet and beat. La-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da.
Sister, I never thought I'd ever see anything so scrumptious, but this scrumptious dog will sing. Oh, sister.
Round one for you, Mr. Mill. I better hear something by that tune out those horns in pretty short order. I'll see you from the Grand Joy to County Seat. Yes. Now, Miss Marion, about that book.
come, George.
Hold on, you run along. I gotta get something from the librarian. Now, about that book.
Professor Hill, I've never seen Winthrop so happy. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Miss Peru.
Miss Washburn, lately seen new steps from Professor Bud.
All right, what'll it be?
The Shaboopy! Now, when we look at the raver snake, is usually a husky. Then when we look at the Santana, then he came a bus. But when we wait, 'cause they're never around, head on the path, be on the track.
We'd rather go in the front of your back leg.
I'm going to warn you once more.
Now, George.
Now I'll poop at you, ma'am.
I think he means peep.
Now that I see we're not over yet, you're falling to school again. Get out! Get out, you wild kid! Get out!
It's confidence that you bring blood to the marketplace. Yeah.
You watch your phraseology, young woman, and go home. Everybody go home!
Mayor Shannon, in the meantime, I'd like you to know I'm vouching for Tommy Giles. That boy is the confidence of every kid in this town. You'll be waiting in line to shake his hand by the time our band plays his first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, they'll all forget their own wheelchairs when they count urban lights by tripping over their own beer. Now let me tell you, some of my fine young feather. Never mind! Oliver, JC, Ewan, Holland! I want that man from just 9 along the night. Don't want him out of your sight. East Southern and Mississippi. Sturgeon.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shindy gave it abominably, and I think it was wonderful being under Tommy's defense.
Well, man can't dodge the issue of criminal and personal risk is involved. You know, as the poet says, a coward dies 1,000 deaths, a brave man 500.
I just wish I was a little more informed about Lincoln's cornet.
Father Cornet, a mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine. He tells me about some thing system. If he thinks about them being new and cheap, he won't have to bother with all the other news.
This marrying the thing system is a revolutionary method. I can't explain to you here, but what may I call?
Why any time this week?
Shoes for all to see. We know what day and soon unfolds. Giving cards, purest gold, here, where a woman's heart should be. Fairy princess, blooming floor, golden shimmer, silver shoes. Now unfold, heart of gold, here, where a woman's heart should be. The professor told us to read those books, and we simply adore them all. Chaucer, Mama, Winthrop, where have you been? Fishing with Harold. He told me all about his hometown of Indiana. And he said he'd take me there someday. And he told me a song that hardly says any S's in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the land of newlyweds. If you'd like to have a nice life when it's finished, how I have to go to tell you information. I was there without a motive and a secret. There was just one place that could light my fears. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana. There's plenty on the road, but Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I just show Amarillo for my live rock. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da.
Make the dishes, Mama. I'll do them.
You the piano teacher in town?
Why, yes.
Then you must know about this fella Hill forming a boys' band.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades, 2-bit thimble rigger. I'm just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Carroll, Anvil salesman.
but just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Cow, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cutter. That guy's been the raspberry seed of my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me. He's not going to spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see right through him? He's no more professor.
I know all about that. All band leaders call themselves professor. It's a harmless deception, and I think he is a fine director in his class.
Wait. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No, but...
But nothing, girly girl. That guy's never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
You'll never catch the train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir, I've got to leave word, and I can see you're not the one to leave it with.
Mr. Cowell, I've never met a man who sells anvils. That's something, well, quite different.
I can tell you this takes a true salesman to sell anvils. Let anvils have a limited appeal. Wait, what am I doing? If I miss that train, I'm going to get fired, and I have to leave word.
Leave word with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I know you'll deliver these letters?
Try me. There's your train. Now run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're protecting? That guy's got a girl in every county in Illinois, and that's 102 counties. Not to mention the music teachers like you he cozies up to keep their mouth shut. Neither one of you seem to last to me, girly girl.
Marion, dear. Who are you talking to, Jess? Why, Professor?
Good evening to you, Mrs. Peru.
You and Marion come up and sit. I have some jelly on the stove.
Mama, there isn't any jelly on the stove.
Well, I'll put some on.
Shall we sit, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
Well, Professor, is it true that you... Well, what I'm trying to say is I must be a very dull company for a man of your experience.
What would give me an idea like that?
One hears rumors of a traveling salesman.
Oh, Miss Marion, you must believe everything you hear. Besides, one hears rumors about librarians.
You must be referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Madison.
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me an assured job so that Winthrop and I could have some security. Surely you don't believe me.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Why do you think people start those rumors?
Narrow-mindedness, jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
And that's just what I'm saying. Jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Well, it's just that, but of course it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to, take you for instance, your attentions to customers, and well, teachers may be easily misinterpreted, mightn't they? Now honestly, mightn't they?
Why?
And so you say if another salesman or someone were to be jealous, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course.
It just proves you shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Miss Marion, I'd be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. Hope we do it sitting down. Do sit your knees bend and all.
We couldn't sit on the porch steps.
Or we can sit at the large hollow log over the footbridge.
Oh no, I can't. I'm sorry. Maybe some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, my dear little librarian, if you pile up enough tomorrows, you'll find you've collected nothing but a bunch of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today worth remembering. The footbridge.
15 minutes. Mama!
What?
I just told Professor to meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be to the saints be praised. It works.
What does?
I've been using the fixest line from the parlor.
Same thing. He's had his hand in your wallet, mister, and yours, little lady, and yours, man, ever since the first moment he came to this town. There's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There never will be a ban, and there never has been a ban, and if you don't hunt this man down right now like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of this town.
Now you believe me? Well, what are we waiting for? I want my money back. Money back as one is hot. After him! 25 minutes clock! After him!
it's time to get the footbridge with a fellow.
If you want to know the truth, it almost took longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back.
Why?
I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly when under the spell of your salesmanship.
Oh, Miss Mary, you don't think we've been trying to sell you anything, do you?
No, you've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
Mary, and I don't recall giving.
Oh, yes, you have. Something beautiful.
Mary and I...
Who's the salesman here? It sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
I have to keep off balance, didn't I?
Well, she's so far off bounds you can't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Never a peaceful moment in the music business, is there? Now, where were we?
You're about to tell me something I don't know about you.
Oh, we don't really need to go into that now, do we?
No, we don't, Harold. Or forever, for that matter. The librarian hasn't felt like doing much research lately, but when you first came, she did plenty.
What on?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory, gold medal class of Art 5. Harold, there wasn't any Gary Conservatory in Art 5.
Why, there's certainly...
Because the town was built in Art 6. See with the social one.
You knew all this time.
Since July 7th, 3 days after you came.
Why, you little...
Greg! He isn't anywhere around here. Let's try down by the creek.
Wait a minute, hold on a minute, son.
I'm not your son. Leave me go.
Not until I talk to you a minute.
I won't listen. You wouldn't tell the truth anyway.
Would two?
Would not.
Would two? Tell you anything you want to know?
Can you lead a band?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes?
Are you a dirty rotten crook?
Yes.
Let me go, you big liar.
What, you wanted the truth, didn't you? Now listen, I'm bigger than you and you're just gonna stand there and get all, so you might as well just stop wiggling. Now listen, there are two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. That's why I want you in the band, so you can stop poking around and feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
Always think of the band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
All the other things none of your business, come to think of it.
I wish we never come to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe it?
I believe every word he ever said. The way every kid ran around here all summer, the way they looked and acted, especially you, and the parents too. Do you think that Mama wished he'd never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor, hurry up.
I can't go with Rob.
Why not?
Well, for the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door.
Greg, they're here. That way, that way. Go on, Professor, that way, that way.
Virtue has triumphed! The sword of retribution has touched down Professor Harold Hill, and there are those who are melting tar and plucking feathers. I will not say their name!
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who could forget our everlasting, idle-stubborn, chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold came. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful for what Harold has brought to River City, and if so, I should think you'd want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. There isn't anyone here who doesn't want this man tarred and feathered. Please step forward. Step back! Have you people forgotten about how you bought expensive band uniforms and instruction books and uniforms with a guarantee that your child will become